as we said, setup wise for me is okay. I mean, your feet are sort of slightly adjusted there, but for the most part, by bringing your feet closer, the golf ball is, for me, we measure it from where your sternum is, okay? So left of your sternum there is absolutely fine. Nothing really changes from that position. So where you stand the ball is absolutely fine. All we're trying to do now is get the sensation. The hands are kind of going to win that race to your left side. If we look at where you were before, as you went back, those lines. So your backswing was okay. This is a bit of a longer backswing as you came through the golf ball now. Here now your hands start stopping, and you see the hands now sort of over your right quad there as you've made contact. So that club now has been increased of loft by sort of scooping a bit this way, and the ball now you can see sort of going up your left nostril there, your left wrist really breaking down, no real pusher at all. Whereas this one now, not so much wristed on the way back, but as you come into impact, there's your contact, your hands now are ahead, so using the loft of the golf club correctly rather than adding loft, and as you swing through, a little bit more extension there with the arm, so there's no sort of scoop flick underneath. If you look at the sort of two positions here, once the golf club is up there, you've used wrist and elbow bend to do that, which will add loft to the golf club. You've got to feel that left wrist again. Sort of the analogy I often use, like say, like a crash mat there, you're trying to sort of boom into that crash mat, hit it nice and hard, okay? Still using wrist on the way back, but then just driving that club a little bit lower. It just keeps the loft on the golf club that we need to get the spin, but just brings that trajectory from there down a bit. So when you've got to go over something, but there's a bit of wind out there, as we said, perhaps on the first on the button or other hole, there's a bit of breeze out there, and you want to fly over a bunker or over some mound or whatever, you don't want to land it and run it in there, okay, because you have to go over something, but you don't want the ball to be going way up into the gods and just blowing all over the place. So bring in that left wrist, or that lead wrist, hinge, and then drive it low. So as you come into impact, now you're hitting the golf ball more in this position as opposed to that scoop. Once that left wrist breaks down, you increase off. To be fair to you, the fact you can play a shot like that is great, because a lot of guys do that left wrist, they just scull it across the green. So you've got a useful shot in your bag there when you want to send it up to the gods and come like a bag of sand, but there's no need to do that sometimes. It's just wasted energy or wasted effort to get the ball that high when there's nothing in the way, or no need to, or the ball doesn't want to go that high. So understanding trajectory and the control of that club is all going to come really from your lead wrist. If you allow it to cup, you'll add more loft, hit it really high. If you keep it a little bit more this way, take the wrist out through impact, you can bring that ball flat down, but still using loft to generate some spin. Okay, if you did a 7-iron, it would go lower, but just run an awful long way. So if you're trying to go over something to stop it quickly, the 7-iron wouldn't work with it. You need to get a bit of loft to get that spin. So pitching wedge or sand iron would work, but that lead wrist is going to stay nice and controlled. So when you finish, the club really is not going to be above your hands. If you're there, big scoop, you're going to probably scull it across the green, or just send it really too high. So make sense?
Yeah, got it.
Good stuff. Yeah, very good. So get a bit of practice with that. I think in some ways, obviously, because you're giving it a different loft at impact, the golf ball's going to react differently in terms of distance. So playing about a little bit with that to know how far it's going to go, you know in the past a full swing with that scoop goes way up in the air and lands 50 yards. Now you're going to have not needing so much energy because you're using less angle. You maybe such a long swing, so I have to play about with that. If you do the same length swing with a less loft, you might go 60 to 70 yards because you are hitting the same swing with less angle. If the angle is the only variation, it goes further if it's less loft. Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
Yeah,
Good stuff.